Have you ever heard about Caravan-seraj?
Hi, I'm Davide. I'm pleased that you are here. This is the Second Goal channel. In this video, I'll take you on an incredible journey through time in the history of Sarajevo. With the help of a tour guide, I will show you the most important places of Sarajevo. Let's start from the beginning. During the 15th century, Sarajevo is founded by the Ottoman Empire. What about this church? This church hides more secrets than you can imagine. It has been built twice, but we don't even know when it happened.
But also a lot of them claim that it was built in the 16th century, and technically speaking, both of them are correct.
In 1539, Gazi Uzrebek, the founder of the city, was started to build what now we call the Old Town. He found out that this church was already there. So let's move on the most important place of Sarajevo. Okay, so I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but should be something like Baščaršija, and it means marketplace. The marketplace was the most important place for the city, for the entire city.
Welcome to one of the most interesting places in the city. As you can see, we have a lot of pigeons here, and a lot of foreigners call this place a pigeon square. But you'll never hear a local call this place a pigeon square. This is locally called Baščaršija. So Baš in Turkish means head or main, and Čaršija would be a square or a marketplace. So this is the main square, the heart of the entire city.
There is a myth going around for centuries that says that if you drink the water from the fountain in the center of the marketplace, you will return again in Sarajevo for sure. And honestly, I was going to do it, but then the guide said that if you drink water from Baščaršija, the fountain of the marketplace, you will fall in love with someone in Sarajevo. And I was like, okay, maybe the next time.
Very tired or very thirsty, that is the highest good that you can achieve. So Ottomans, as Muslims, they paid a lot of attention to that. And there was even a person in charge of distributing the water. So this is the oldest street, more than 500 years old. And this is the only one, the only street in the entire city that kept its original purpose, which is making things out of copper. So everything that you can see in this street is made out of copper, and everything is handmade. Jazva, you put 2 or 2.5 spoons of coffee powder, depending on the size of the jazva, because you have different sizes depending on how many people is drinking that coffee. So you boil a little bit of water. When the water is boiled, you pour water into the jazva, and the key moment is to put jazva back on the stove and wait for coffee and water level to rise.
Save this place to the must-visit place of Sarajevo. Entering in a real caravan, even if it's not anymore a real caravan, is such an amazing experience that it blew me away.
Have you ever heard about Caravan-seraj? So caravan, you know what caravan is, and sarai would be a castle. So these type of places are called guest houses or caravan-serays. Ottomans, I already mentioned how much they paid attention to a lot of merchants, a lot of travelers. So naturally, when you travel beside some water, you need a safe place to stay and you need some food. So these guest houses were perfect for travelers who were traveling.
And now is that time on the video that I must talk about something sad. Because it's something that even now that we are in peace, we are not really in peace. Because, you know, we are in the time that I am recording this video, it's just spread the new war in Europe between Russia and the Ukraine, and maybe over the war I don't know what is going to happen right now. Of course, I don't want to talk about war because I don't like it, but I'm gonna show you in this video just a short piece of what they try to do in Sarajevo to make a living in Sarajevo. And this is why you can see this borderline in the middle of the city. There is this idea that you can move from west to east just with only one step. That is kind of crazy, yeah, I know, but it's something that has a kind of magic in this idea, because you can see how these different religions and tradition can live together in peace. And this is the real goal, my first goal with this video right now, with all the word that is spreading in the world. We are going deeper, we are digging into the history of Sarajevo, and another must-visit place of Sarajevo is the place where the First World War began. Of course, you know what happened during the First World War, but do you know what happened in Sarajevo? To summarize it, I'm going to make it easier, because it's very difficult all what happened, but essentially it happened that there was this guy, Gavillo Princip, that he was really upset for the situation of his people, and he thought that the only way to be free, it was to free Bosnia from the Austro-Hungarian government. In some ways, he didn't know how. Indeed, when in Sarajevo came Ferdinand, there were some haters that tried to kill Ferdinand, but they failed. Just a couple of hours later, when they tried to have again a meeting in Sarajevo, the driver missed the right street and they entered in this little street in front of the bridge. Gavillo was drinking with some friends at the bar when they saw the car with the prince, and Gavillo jumped out of the bar and shouted twice in the direction of the Archduke and the wife, Sofia. Ferdinand and Sofia stayed together until they arrived to the hospital, but they never saw it. So now let's move away from these feelings, let's talk about something happier. And if you are subscribed to my channel, you already know that I've made a video about the Olympic Games in 1984 in Sarajevo. So this is another must-visit place in Sarajevo, the abandoned bobsleigh track. If you didn't see it, go and watch it. Okay, the video is finished, and actually I have a lot of extra contents to show you, but I think that I will share them on Instagram, for example. I think that you must have your own impression of the city, but I'm here just to motivate and to inspire you to make a new trip in the best way possible. Okay, so check out my Instagram account /secondgoal. You will find more extra about Sarajevo there, and thank you very much for being here watching this video. I hope to see you in the next video, in the next travel video in Montenegro. That's all. That's all. Thank you. Bye.